Hey there paper geeks and glitter nerds, it's Anita the Crazy Geek Crafter. This week I'll be making a birthday card with drinks on it. I didn't have any drinks other than champagne and wine in my stash, so I purchased this pattern paper, I thought, but it is actually just clip art, so I had to make my own pattern paper in Photoshop with these images that I bought, and I think it actually turned out quite nicely. The good thing about it being clip arts, I could actually print out bigger versions of the glosses all on their own so that I could cut them out and use them as focal points. So that's a plus. The artist of this paper has done just about all the work for me. I just have to make a panel, cut out the focal points and put it all on, so to speak. I will be making a sentiment out of glitter cardstock, and that is going to be tricky since it has an adhesive back that doesn't work, apparently. I don't seem to be making a lot of birthday cards at the moment. Because of the pandemic, I'm not actually invited to many birthdays, and therefore I don't make that many cards. And this one was kind of sprung on me. I didn't think the recipient of the card actually wanted to come out of her cocoon for her birthday, but she did, and we had a nice time. We played some board games and ate a lot of good food. So that was a very nice evening. I admit this card is very simple, but I do think those colorful drinks just makes it perfect. I am not much of a watercolorist, mostly because I don't own any watercolors. I have been thinking about buying some, getting into that, but it's not gonna happen. I cut these out sitting on the sofa, so that's why we blacked out for a moment there. I didn't see any point in you watching me fussy cut these drinks when I could watch some Grimm on the TV and be enjoying that. I did think that the drinks weren't standing out well enough, so I cut a piece of vellum, just a plain circle. Plain. It has double stitching on it, as my circles often do. But it just makes it easier to elevate the drinks when I put foam tape on the back, and it also helps to diffuse the background a tiny bit just around the drinks. After this, we're going to move on to putting on the sentiment, which, like I said, is going to be quite troublesome. I would very much like it to be straight, to be centered, and it just was fighting me all the way. There is some adhesive backing on this glitter paper, but it just didn't want to stick to anything, actually. So I had to use glue in the end to get it to stay on the panel, but getting it straight and getting it on was a pain in the butt. Here I'm trying to make a template out of the cut leftover. Yeah, that would be the word, the leftover. But it didn't work. I was so annoyed at the end. And working with glitter cardstock, there's just about no tape that will hold on to it on the top side. So, yay me. But I got it on, and as far as I know, it is still sticking to the front of the panel. After conquering the sentiment, I thought that this was just gonna be easy peasy from here, but no. This panel just didn't want to be straight. Seriously didn't want to go straight onto the card. I think I ruined 2 card bases this way. Yeah, I just end up cutting this. Here we go. Cutting off the back so I can use it for something else. And then cutting around. And then I can put liquid glue on the back of the paper. And then I can get it on straight to the 3rd card base. I've been doing this a lot lately. I use Glossy Accents for, well, accents. And of course this is glasses, so they should have glossy accents on them. This was done over 2 tries. I do the middle glass first and then I leave it to dry and then I do the other 2. The green glass ended up having a lot of bubbles, so it took me quite a while to pop them all, but I do believe I succeeded in the end in getting rid of every single bubble. But this is the last work I'll have to do on this card. So in a minute you'll see the final result. I can tell you that the recipient was happy about it. Here it is. I encourage you to show yourself by commenting, liking, subscribing, and if you're afraid to miss the next video, please ring the little bell next to the subscribe button, and then you'll be notified when the next video is live. Until next time, I hope you'll be having a good day, evening, or night.